Good morning, everybody. My name is Michael, and I'm going to get right into it. Today, I'm continuing on talking about Think and Grow Rich, and the topic today is the power of the mastermind group. So I'm going to start it off with this, right? This is a really big idea, and a lot of you might agree or might disagree, but I got to say it, right? At the end of the day, if you really do want to achieve some type of success, right, at the end of the day, whatever your end goal is, and you have a dream that you want to achieve, the truth is you will not become successful doing it yourself, right? My mentor would say that the do-it-yourself method does not work. And let me give you an example. Right? How many of you have, gone on YouTube and searched up, okay, how do I actually make money online? Right? I've been there, right? I remember when I was a freshman in college, like I got home from Thanksgiving break and I was like, okay, I'm starting my first business, but, I'm knocking on doors. How do I make money online? And so I went on YouTube, and let's face it, all the information is out there on YouTube, but how many of us actually went through with it? And, maybe you set up like a Shopify store, maybe you actually like got to the part where you got started, but how many of you actually stuck with it, right? Stuck with like the goal of starting your side hustle or business. And the truth is, not many people are able to stick with it when they're just doing it by themselves, right? And I'm not calling you out for it, right? This is exactly my story, right? I've been trying to figure it out since I was 19 years old. And it's been 4 years of me still like working on making money online. And so like the secret sauce was just how important it is to have a mastermind group, because one, it makes it way more fun, right? You're doing something similar as other people, so other people you're able to relate to and talk about it, and two, right? Like, let's face it, business is not easy, and there's gonna be so many challenges and humps. So being able to be held accountable, what's up, Sam? Being able to be held accountable is such like a big factor as well, because there's been times where I've made a decision and it was like, okay, I'm going to go through with this. And then all of a sudden, like the excitement fades away. But, I said I was going to do it. So having a mastermind group just holds you accountable to be like, yo, like you said you were going to do it and you got to get it done. So, right, that's another huge idea. And then additionally, like, especially when it comes to like the e-commerce space, because that's what I'm in right now, right? It's going to require new skills. You're going to need experience from people that are a little bit ahead of you, even if it's just one step ahead of you. Like, let's say there's someone that's doing like 10K a month in sales on Amazon, right? It's like, if I can network with them, just figure out like that next step, like that's going to make it so much easier. Because like, I'm sure everyone has been able to like set up some type of store online, and then they're like, damn, like I'm stuck at this one part. I don't know how to figure it out. And when you don't have people to network with or people to ask questions with, right, you give up and you're like, oh man, let's just forget about it. It's not worth it. And so that's why this idea is so important. And the secret sauce of actually taking your plans, right? Maybe you had a plan and an idea of what you wanted and you want to take it into action, right? The secret sauce in the book, Think and Grow Rich, comes through the mastermind principle. All right. Now, I'm just going to say this early on, right? In my link, like I do have a free Discord chat for you guys to join if you are thinking of Amazon. And I'll add a few other links, because one thing that I have taken highly since I started the entrepreneurship journey was always just finding a group of people doing the similar business as me, right? Whether it was the painting business or e-commerce, etc., right? It's so important to invest the money into yourself so that you can network with other people and really pick their brains, because it gets super deep, and that's what I'm going to be talking about. But before I do want to explain something, right? He says that it's the power of the mastermind, right? The power, right? The secret sauce here is that, you're taking like your sound definite plans and you're taking them into action, because at the end of the day, it's not until we start taking action that anything's going to actually get done and we're going to get a result from it. So I want to define power. And Napoleon Hill says that it's organized and intelligently directed knowledge, right? Power is organized and intelligently directed knowledge, right? You need to have an end goal when we're talking about, like, why are you like searching up all this information online, right? At the end of the day, it's because, I truly do want to get rich. And so I'm gonna be able to organize all this info and direct it towards an end goal. And that's why I think, sometimes it is worth investing in yourself and buying a course, so that even though it's all out there on YouTube, like, let's face it, I'm not gonna lie, there, all the information that you need to win on Amazon is out there on YouTube, except it's just not organized. And you're not going to intelligently direct it to actually start making money online. And so another big thing is like what constitutes, like, what is a mastermind group? And Napoleon Hill will say, what's happening, Zach? Napoleon Hill will say that a mastermind group, all it takes to have a mastermind is just two individuals, right? It could be two or more individuals working in a spirit of harmony towards a definite end, right? I'm not going to work with somebody just to dilly around, right? There's got to be an end goal in mind. And that's where, the mastermind principle, right? He says that once two minds come together, like, a third mind is created. And it's like that idea, that third mind, right? Every time you guys come back together, right? It's like, okay, what were we talking about last time? And so that's where the mastermind is so critical for success, in terms of just holding you accountable and helping you push through when the going gets tough. Because I'm not going to sit here and say that starting a business is easy, right? I've started a few businesses in my short time as an entrepreneur, and it is definitely not easy. So, one thing I did, though, is I always surrounded myself with people that were a few steps ahead of me, so that I could have, further vision down the road of, where I'm going and why am I doing what I'm doing. And then this is really cool too, right? Just by having a mastermind group and a definite plan, like, you're already halfway towards your goal. And that's really huge, right? Just those two alone, right? You know what you want, you have it written down, and you made a plan for it. And then you have a mastermind group of people that are working with you towards an end goal, and that are going to hold you accountable and help you push through when you don't feel like doing the work, right? You're already halfway towards your goal. And that is so, so cool, because, like that's what I'm saying. Like, he says that, like, it's like all about thinking real rich, right? It's a lot simpler than it needs to be, right? The goal, like, your dream is really not that far away. There's a few things that you need to tweak, right? Wallace D. Waddle says it's not about doing certain things, it's about doing things in a certain way, right? There might be a few things to tweak, but it's not that far away to really, achieve what your dream is. All right? And then I want to also talk about this, which is really cool, right? Surrounding yourself with people that are like-minded, that are, have that business spirit, right? One thing you'll notice is that you become who you surround yourself with, right? You are basically an average of the 5 people that you hang around with. And so what's important is that when you start surrounding yourself with people that are hungry, that are making, like, looking for extra ways to make multiple streams of income, right? You end up also developing the same habits that they have. And so me personally, right, I had my mentor Sean on yesterday's call, and that was so huge because I've been really blessed to just be surrounded by him or in his, like, mastermind group, and just simply being with him every single day, like, has let me at least, develop some of the great habits that a true wealthy individual has. Like getting up super early, practicing gratitude, which a lot of people don't talk about, and just really keeping the end goal, and holding the vision of where I am going. So I really want you to know, like, the mastermind group, no matter what, like, remember, I'm doing e-commerce stuff, and that's okay if you don't, like, want to do the same thing as me. But at the end of the day, the secret sauce is to have at least one other individual that is working with you towards a definite end goal. And that's how you're going to be able to employ this principle and really start becoming rich and successful from it. So I'm going to leave you with two quotes that I found in this book that I think were really cool. Right? Napoleon Hill says that poverty may and generally does take the place of riches. Right? So when riches take the place of poverty, the change is usually brought about through well-conceived and executed plans. So poverty needs no plan. It needs no one to aid it because it is bold and ruthless. Riches are shy and timid. They have to be attracted, right? So, if you don't have a plan, right, poverty requires no plan. You can be absolutely poor with no plans, but if you really want to become rich, it's because you have well-conceived and carefully crafted plans. All right, and let me wrap it up with this, right? Anybody can wish for riches. And as a matter of fact, most people do. But only a few know that a definite plan plus a burning desire for wealth are the only dependable means of accumulating wealth. Right? A lot of people that I know personally wish to be rich, but the truth is, right, he says that the secret has been revealed no fewer than 100 times on these pages. The truth is that you need a definite plan and a burning desire for wealth, right? That is the only means of accumulating true wealth. So with that being said, thank you all for tuning in, right? No matter what it is, whatever dream you have, start a mastermind group. Find someone that is going to work in harmony with you, that sees the vision that you have, and partner up with them and really start a mastermind group, because that's the secret sauce to sticking in this game for the long run. All right. Have a great day. Let's go out there. Let's go get our dreams, and let's escape the middle class. I'll see you all. Bye.